now we're sitting with Murfreesboro resident Corey Carney, also a Murfreesboro legend.
Legend.
But
a legend.
But I'll let you introduce yourself and let people know what it is that you do for it.
Yes, sir. Corey Carney, but a financial advisor, Principal Financial Group. And I'm loving Murfreesboro, man. Everything that's going on. Love what you're doing with the show and the interviewing and stuff. I say, hey,
thanks.
Let's do it. So that's
tell the folks, man. How long have you been a financial advisor?
That's a great question, man. I started straight out of college, went to Sanford. Football.
Yeah.
Man, football paved the way, man.
I was going to ask you, man. I was thinking earlier, man. I wanted to ask you what drove you to the career to be a financial advisor.
Yeah, that's a good question, man. I think a guy by the name of Oscar Gardner. You know that name?
Wow. Yeah, Mr. Gardner.
Mr. Gardner.
Wow.
Mr. Gardner. He was an announcer for our football games.
Yeah.
And I would always see him. He would dress nice and come out on the football field.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
He had a green BMW. Like, man, what does he do all day? He come out here and watch us play football. But he was probably the first one that I knew, and I started asking about what he did.
You can tell people one thing about like financial literacy, like what would it be to help them, in their path to financial literacy?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
For the sake of time, just thinking of one thing. If you have a job, and if you're offered benefits, and you offer, retirement plan, and all that stuff can be kind of intimidating to people, especially if that's not your, you don't know what it is, it's money out of your check, you don't understand it. What I would tell anybody is to do it. Do any type of retirement plan that you see offered.
Gotcha.
And if your company doesn't match, that's even better. That's free. That's free money.
Gotcha.
So I would start there, something systematic, something automatic, so you don't have to think about it. And learn as much about it, or get somebody you trust to tell you something about it. But that's systematic, even if it's $5 a paycheck. It don't matter how much for the most part. Just get in the habit of seeing it go over there, not living on it.
Gotcha.
That's what I would say.
So what you're saying is, like, even if it's just $5, you would tell them just $5.
$5 every paycheck.
Yeah.
Do it. Because when you're gonna see it and you'll get a statement.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, hey, look, $5 adding up.
Yeah.
And I made a couple of dollars in my investment.
Of course.
That's gonna entice you to learn more or do more, or increase it a little bit, and you see you don't necessarily miss the money. That's because one day, if you live and you keep doing it, or you go to another job and you do it, one day that little asset that started out as $5 a pay period might be the biggest asset you have, and then you're looking at it totally different. Then it's really important, and then it's so it's education. But it's also being receptive to that information. When we're young, a lot of times we're not really thinking like that.
No.
And I'm speaking toward long-term, retirement type stuff. But it's other ways to invest. There's a lot of other things you can do to make money. But for my world and what we do, I would tell anybody that that's a great thing to start, and it's going to teach you so much that you can go, pivot from that and do some other things, but you'll have a better understanding.
What does it feel like being back around Murfreesboro?
Yeah, so I didn't move far. I went to Birmingham for school, and ended up moving back like Antioch area.
I was going to ask you, man, like, I know that's your field, being a financial advisor, but how easy did it come for you to did you know anything about it at first, before?
It's a grind, man. It's a grind to do what I do. And that's all you do. It takes some time to build that up, right?
Of course.
And so a lot of people like it and get into it. But the bad part is once they get into it, they find out how difficult it is to make money. You got to have a lot of yeses.
You do.
And you have to make a lot. It takes a lot of assets or a lot of other people's money for you to make enough money to do the things that you feel like you ought to be doing. At a certain age. So I can remember like, man, I only made blank this year, right? And I can remember like, I'm talented. I'm smart. I can do some things. and I don't have, I may not have bought a house yet, or I may not have, and you get discouraged from that long-term grind.
Right.
But I just liked it. I liked it, and it's something. The reason I like it the most, man, is the people.
Yeah.
That you meet.
Yeah. Building relationships. The people you meet, you never know how they affect your life, how that relationship, matures, and who that person will ultimately be in your life. Right.
I can think about bank customers that now are like aunts and uncles, and like distant aunts and uncles.
Yeah.
They stuck with me, man. I had a stint where I worked for Bank of America for 5 years in Brentwood, right?
Okay.
That little time period right there was valuable for what I'm doing now. I mean,
well, you said 5 years.
Oh yeah, I was there 5 years.
5 years,
so
and $5. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. That's
what's up with these fives? There's some
that's
people
right. That's right.
I play Tennessee lottery. I might have to play my number today, man. You know, I usually play my birthday, but I might have to play something with some fives in it today.
Yeah,
but yeah, man. Another thing I was gonna ask you, man. Like, I know you played football, but do you ever use anything that you learned in football at your job?
Oh yeah. Those lessons, man. Football helped out. Football experience, period, is a game of mental toughness. Things happen, they'll get you down, and you gotta react or respond. How do you respond to that?
Yeah.
How do you respond after you beat for a touchdown and all the eyes are on you, and you get beat, and y'all lose the game because of a play you made?
It's 4th and goal.
4th and goal, and you don't get in.
Play clock at 5. Pass is intercepted at the goal line by Malcolm Butler. Unreal. Malcolm Butler, who almost made.
You get hit, and so you always feel like something else you could have done, but at the same time, what life goes on and what happens after that. Even if it's the next play.
Right.
Do you have a short memory?
Right.
A lot of guys can forget about the bad play and just immediately forget it and get better from that. And some guys cannot do it, or they have to work more at it, So mental toughness, man.
Yeah. That's what I was just thinking about.
Yeah, when you call somebody and they don't really want to hear from you, but my job is to call you, but you're not really trying to talk to me, like, bye. No, we don't like that. No. Bang. So I could take it as, man, what am I doing in my career? you get hung up on. Especially starting out, man. You gotta really win somebody's trust, and you're talking about money and sensitive, and you're asking personal questions. You may not really feel like you deserve to know.
It's like you said. Like, I compare it to, like, you make a bad play, throw in a set, you gotta forget that play.
You gotta forget that play.
You gotta forget that play and go on. And I've done this a time in my life too. That's why I feel like, a lot of people don't like football, but I feel like it teaches you so much more than just the physical game.
It does.
Just like discipline.
Absolutely.
Brotherhood, working together with somebody, a team. I remember Coach Pat Murphy at Central Middle School. He used to always say, "Come on, guys, this is a gut check."
That's it.
It's a gut check.
It's a gut check.
You know what I'm saying? When you down, you don't feel like doing something, you don't feel like doing another play. That's when you got to dig deeper. You got to dig deeper. It might be 90 degrees out, 95 degrees. You're at practice. You got to dig deep. You know what I'm saying?
And I'll just say this: the instant gratification that we had the benefit of, it wasn't instant, but the gratification of winning.
Yeah.
That has come in the second half. 2nd and 5 from the 35 as we resume play. Patterson throws. It's intercepted. Riverdale has the football. And Riverdale has it at the 31-yard line. The interception by Corey Carney, the quarterback, turned interceptor. And Joe, that might do it for Riverdale.
When you win, as opposed to losing, it kind of validates what you're going through, right? Old coach did know what he was talking about. And now your name is in lights, and now you're in the newspaper. A lot of good things come when you win.
Right.
It's tougher when you go through that stuff and you don't win.
Right.
So that might not be your real time to win when you look back on it, but you learn from it.
Exactly.
And you may even have even more mental toughness than the person that won all the time. So it's, you know, it's a balancing act, man, but it all teaches lessons.
Man,
it all teaches lessons from the people, from the different kinds of relationships that you have to maneuver in the locker room. Mm-hmm. You know, you got the crazy dude, you got the fun guy, you got the friend, you got the person that you don't like. You got it all, and y'all in one place, and you gotta live through that and manage that. So. And it's funny you said that. I could see the locker room. You said you see the crazy dude. You can smell the rug, you can smell the funk in there, everything. Yeah, man. But you know, comparing, you know, football to being a financial advisor, is there any clients that you had that we might know about, anything? Yeah, I had a few notable people, man, that people know. I can't really just say. I didn't get their permission to disclose who they are, but
who do they play for? Can you tell that?
I've had guys that play for NFL franchises. Okay. I can't say. I don't know, because you get but that's not. I would say that those things have happened and they were cool. Yeah. But really, the majority of people, the reason I'm able to do this are the regular people, man. It's been the regular person that worked at the same place for 20, 40 years and accumulated a nest egg, and now they're looking to pivot and step back from work and okay, Corey, this is what I got. How can I manage this? You know, how much can I take from this each month and not run out of money?
Right.
Or okay, you know, we're looking at everything a person has from any Social Security decision to make. Do we take it now? Do we wait? Any other pensions? We're piecing income plans together. Basically, it's like you stepping away because you can't work 50 hours no more. Right. Now I just want to work 20. Yeah. Okay, but okay, I'm not gonna make as much money. Okay, how much of that money do we need to replace from what you normally make? Right. Oh, I'm not gonna have some of these expenses, so I won't need 100% replacement. But if I can get 70% of what I used to make, I could do well with that. Right. So that's on the front end while we're trying to coach people to save a certain rate. Yeah. And at a certain point, we're going to coach them to take out a certain rate. And we're going to piece other things together and get them to where they're almost home. And that's when you see people walking around here doing what they want to do. Man, that's awesome. And it's clockwork.
That's a beautiful thing.
That's the beautiful part when you see the plan come together.
That's a beautiful thing. And if somebody out there wanted to reach you,
yes, sir,
or the company you work for, like who would they contact, and a number or anything? Yeah,
absolutely. I'd say that the best way is just to send me an email, Carney, CARNEY .Corey, COREY @principal.com. PRINCIPAL. This is Corey Carney with Principal Financial Group, and this is Meye Interpretation.